right, so we're just about ready. Good morning, everyone. This is Miriam Graham, physical therapist at Restore Motion, and I'm so thankful to be here to help with Biko Yoga. So we're going to flourish together. Today we're going to do adapted yoga. We're going to use a chair and some props so that everybody can do yoga no matter what your fitness level. It's breathing and movement and awareness. So we'll go ahead and get started. I have two chairs today because I'm going to use the chair in front of me to help me with downward facing dog. All right. Now, as we go through, if anything is uncomfortable, you can go ahead and put it in the chat. You can email me, miriam@restoremotion.com. I'll try to get to modification, but I'd like to keep moving so that we can go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with a sun salutation, and seated close to the edge of your chair, but comfortable, I'm going to have you inhale, look up, and I'm bringing my arms up towards the front of me rather than out to the side. Inhale, look up, and exhale, my arms come down. And I'm going to roll down through my spine into a forward fold. And my hands come just about to my feet. Now I'm going to inhale, straighten my back so that it's a flat back and my head is in line with my spine. Exhale, forward fold all the way. And then I'm going to inhale. And now for those of you that know the sun salutation, you're going to transition to quadruped or plank pose. And now from that, you're going to come into upward facing dog. And I'm pretending I have a light on my chest and I'm shining that light up. So I'm lifting my chest as I breathe in. My neck is still soft, but I'm lifting my chest as high as I can go. That's upward facing dog. And then now I'm going to transition into downward facing dog. Downward facing dog today, I'm going to use the chair where I'm going to come forward and rest my body on the side of the chair so that I can kind of go upside down in my head. So a little bit of weight on my arms, not a ton. I can adjust so that I get support from my back, and I'm really thinking of lifting my tailbone up towards the ceiling. It's okay if your knees are bent or your heels are up. We're just trying to get the movement of the spine. So I'm leaning forward. Again, my arms really aren't bearing much weight. They're just kind of here on the chair. That's one variation. The other variation is you could have your arms forward, just on the chair like that, so that you're just getting some elongation in your spine. And we're going to stay here for another 2 breaths. Normally we'd stay for 5 breaths, but we're doing a lot of talking. Inhale and exhale. And again, inhale through the nose and exhale. Good. And now for those of you in plank, step forward so that your feet are together by your feet. And you're going to inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, go ahead and do the forward fold. And now we're going to lift our arms kind of up towards a diagonal corner up to the top. If you can't do that, just go ahead and bring your arms to your chest like this as you look up, and then back to the starting position. So we're going to do that again using the modifications that I showed you, but I'm going to remind the folks that want to do the full series how to do that, okay? So if you can't lift your arms up high, just bring them to your chest here. Lift up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, straight back, look halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, and come down into plank, if you can do it, or come down into all fours. From here, you're going to do an up dog. So I'm arching my back and looking up. Shoulders are strong here. And exhale, I'm going into downward facing dog. So again, we talked about you're just trying to bring your bum up towards the ceiling. So lift your bum up towards the ceiling and keep your hands energized as you push back. Remember, you can do this with the chair like we just did. Inhale and exhale. As you get a little bit more flexible, you can let your heels come down. Inhale and exhale. And as you get more flexible, you can straighten your knee. And again, exhale. Straighten both knees. And exhale, and go ahead and step forward 1 foot at a time. Come back up halfway and forward fold. And now watch as I bring my arms, I'm bringing them up kind of forward. I can bring them to my shoulder and come up tall, or I can go ahead and lift on up overhead looking up. Good, and back to the start position. We're gonna do one more, and I'm gonna do this one on the chair again so we can follow along. If you know how to do it on the floor, do it on the floor. That's good. All right, so I'm gonna have you inhale, reach up, look up. If one arm reaches up, that's fine. Exhale, forward fold. You're just allowing your body to rest on your thighs. Maybe you feel a stretch back here in your back. Inhale, lift part of the way up with a straight back, trying to straighten that spine. And exhale, let your body fall forward. Now you can transition to plank or on all fours. We're just gonna go ahead and stay seated and do an upward facing dog. I'm lifting my chest towards the ceiling, keeping my neck adjusted, meaning I'm activating it, I'm not letting it fall back. And exhale, you're gonna transition into downward facing dog. So I'm just gonna use the chair and come forward because I'm trying to straighten my spine and get some elongation here. So I can have my hands here. I could have my hand here if one arm isn't cooperating right now. Or if I have this chair, you can come all the way forward. This is nice because you get an inversion, you're upside down, and that helps with some of your organ movement, your lungs, and your liver and your stomach. All of those organs need to be able to move around in your abdomen. So changing positions, inhale, exhale, allows those movements to happen naturally. I'm just resting my head gently on the chair. Inhale and exhale. And last time, inhale through the nose and exhale. And lift up, look up, forward fold. And now sweep your arms up to the side, lift up all the way, or if you can only do with one arm, that's fine. And then back down to the start position. Good. So that was 3 sun salutations with the modifications. I'm going to show one without any modification. So this will be our last one. Feet about hip width apart. Inhale, look up, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, look up. Exhale, step back into plank and lower yourself down. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, engage your abdominal muscles, come back into downward facing dog. And I'm going to have you stay there for 5 breaths. Inhale and exhale, that's 1. Inhale and exhale, that's 2. And inhale, exhale, 3. And exhale, inhale and exhale. We're going to do one more. And come back up. Inhale, look up. At forward fold. And now sweep your arms to the side. Look up. And back down to the start position. Good. All right. So we're going to modify triangle pose now. I'll use this chair. I'm going to use my chair without arms. And I'll let you get your chair. We're going to have the first leg forward, just like this, and the other leg out to the side, okay? In full posture, you're going to be standing on both legs. Your hips reach out as your arms come forward, but we're going to modify. So I'm going to have this leg facing forward towards the computer. This leg is straight. I'm lifting my body upright, and I'm going to turn so that I'm facing the computer. So I have a little bit of a lift here, and now I'm going to come sideways. Now, I can put my arm here at the thigh or down at the shin, and this arm can stay here at my chest if my arm doesn't want to cooperate with lifting up, or if it can lift up, I'm going to have it lift up to overhead. I can leave my head facing forward if my neck doesn't want to cooperate, or I can turn, keeping my shoulder down, and look at my hand. And we'll inhale here, inhale, and exhale. That's one. Shoulders down, inhale, and exhale. That's two. Inhale, and exhale. That's three. One more inhale, and exhale. Now engage your abdominals, lift from the arm towards the ceiling to bring yourself back up to neutral, and take a moment to shift your hips over to the other side of the chair. And I'm having one leg facing forward and the other leg out to the side. I'm lifting space between my rib cage and my pelvis, but my shoulders are down. Then I'm going to walk this hand down my leg, and my other arm, if it's able, is helping me turn my chest so that Beco management is showing right here, okay? And now lift this arm up towards the ceiling, and I'm going to go ahead and turn my head to look at the ceiling, just like that. And inhale, one, and exhale. Inhale, two, and exhale. Inhale, three, and exhale. One more. Inhale, four, and exhale. Now energize your body as you lift up, and come back to your start position. There we go. So I'm trying to show the posture without adaptation when I remember, so that if you don't need the adaptation, you remember how to do it. All right, now we're going to do a twist, and we're going to use the chair to help us with the twist. So I'm going to turn the chair this way so you can see me. You don't have to turn your chair. You're seated on the side of the chair, and in the triangle posture we just did, we were doing kind of a twist this way. So now we're going to do a reverse twist. So you're sitting in your chair, and you're going to turn your body towards the back of the chair. So I'm seated, I'm coming up nice and tall in my torso, shoulders are down and soft, and I'm rotating by using the back of the chair to help me rotate a little bit, just gently. And I'm looking as far as I can towards the opposite wall. And I'm going to inhale and exhale. As I exhale, I can get a little bit more twist. Inhale and exhale. Now I'm going to have you with your head only turn back toward your knees. Inhale. And as you exhale, turn your head back over your shoulders, seeing if you can get a little further. Good. Shoulders down, inhale. Eyes look back toward your knees. Keep your head still, but your eyes move. And exhale. And now eyes look over your shoulder and see if you can get a little further. That's good. And now come back to the middle. Many of you might be surprised how much further you get with just the head and the eye adjustment. I'm coming over to the other side of my chair so we can do the reverse twist on the other side. So you want to start, lift your chest and your your body away from your pelvis, okay? Shoulders down. And you're going to inhale and rotate away from your knees. So you're rotating away from your knees, chest still lifted, and exhale. And inhale, lift the chest, and exhale. And now turn your head as you inhale. Head goes over the knees, and exhale. The body's still twisted. Inhale, the head goes back over the shoulder, and exhale. And now just the eyes. Inhale, eyes look towards the knees, don't move the head. And exhale, eyes look over the shoulder. You might get a little bit more rotation. Good. And we'll come back to our start position. I'm going to adjust my chair, but you don't need to. From here, we're going to do a wide leg forward fold, and this is a good stretch for your adductor muscles. The adductors are the inner thigh muscles. So I'm going to have you sit, and we're not going to be very proper. We're going to have the legs out as far as you can. I'm sitting close to the edge of my chair, and actually maybe it'd be better in a side view. So I'm sitting close to the edge of my chair, and I'm spreading my legs pretty far apart. And I want you to think of an inhale, lift the chest up, keep the abdominals engaged as you bend forward comfortably. Now you can put your hands on your thighs if you need to. Some of you might be able to touch the floor as you come forward. And look up, and now let your head come forward. So some of you might be in this position, and that's fine. I'm going to have you inhale and exhale. Let your head release. Inhale and exhale. Let your jaw release. Let your throat soften. This is 3. Inhale and exhale. Neck soft. Inhale and exhale. Now engage your abdominal muscles by bringing your belly back to your spine and roll your spine back up to the start position. Lifting your chest up and then back to a rest position. Kind of wiggle a little bit. We're going to do that again with a different hand placement. If you feel that this recent hand placement was better for you, I want you to stay with that. I want to make sure you don't fall off your chair. Now, if you can spread your legs out a little bit further, you'll get more stretch in your inner thigh, and that'll be helpful for the next posture. But you want to keep comfort. Stretch should feel good, not painful. Inhale, look up. Keep your body lifted as you forward fold. And this time, I'm going to try to reach my hands behind me to hold on to my wrists. If I can't reach my wrists, I can hold on to a strap so I can get my hands closer together. So my hands are behind me. Inhale and exhale. I'm going to let my body come forward. Inhale and exhale. If you have the flexibility, you're welcome to hold on to your elbows back here. Inhale and exhale. You should feel a nice stretch in your inner thighs, maybe in your back. Let your head release. Inhale and exhale. And now go ahead, shoulders back, engage your abdominal muscles, roll your body back up to your start position. We're going to lift the chest up towards the ceiling. Lift up, that light shining towards the ceiling, and relax back to your start position. Good. So the next stretch is a wonderful one. The next pose, it is a modified version of tree where you come forward. We're going to do that in a chair. We're going to do tree after this, so don't worry, we won't lose tree, okay? So you're going to cross your ankle over the other knee. Some of you might feel a stretch just right here. If you can, let this leg come back towards the floor, so the knees towards the floor. I'm really thinking of engaging my abdominals and lifting my body up so my chest is lifted, and keeping all of this as one unit. I'm going to lean forward. I'm thinking of bringing my chest light down in front of my foot. So I feel a stretch back in this area. This is the same area that you'll feel during pigeon pose on the floor. I'll just stay here and breathe, but I'm keeping my spine straight, my neck soft. Inhale and exhale. Good. You can adjust the body if you need to. Inhale and exhale. We'll do one more. Shoulders down. Inhale and exhale. Good, good. All right. Now you're going to come back up, uncross that knee, give yourself a little wiggle, and we're going to switch to the other side. So ankle over knee, come up very tall, and you're thinking of that chest light going in front of your foot that's on the floor. So lift up, long spine, come forward. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Feel a wonderful release in the back of the thigh and the buttock. Shoulders down, inhale and exhale. One more, inhale and exhale. Engage your abdominals, come back up to the start position. Let that leg come down and do a little wiggle. All right, so now we're going to do a stretch, Parsvottanasana side stretch. Really is good for the hamstrings. I'm going to sit close to the edge of my chair, one foot back, and the other foot I'm going to have in front. Now, my legs are short, so I'm going to have to do this to stay on balance, but you don't have to do that. For those of you that don't need the adaptation, the pose is here. Hands can be behind the back or in reverse prayer, whichever you want. And you're thinking of coming forward. You're thinking of your chest towards your toes, okay? But the way we're adapting that is you're sitting on the edge of your chair. Your one leg is straight in front of you. The other leg is here to the side, coming up nice and tall and bending forward. And again, you can have your hands behind you like this. You can use the strap. You can do reverse prayer. I'm just going to hold my wrist here. I'm looking at my toe, my big toe, and I'm trying to keep a straight spine. Inhale and exhale. That's one. Shoulders back, inhale and exhale. That's two. Deep breath, inhale and exhale. That's three. And I'm going to reach to come up nice and tall, belly in. Good, good. And come back to your start position. Now you'll just scoot over to the other side of your chair. I'm going to use this chair because it's just easier for me to do that rather than scoot. All right, I want to make sure that you can see me. So I'm here, I'm nice and tall. And I'm thinking of my chest lifting, going towards the shin. So I'm lifting and I'm just holding my hand back here. I could hold a strap. I'm gazing at my toe because that keeps my neck straight. And I'm going to inhale and exhale. That's one. Inhale and exhale. That's two. Deep breath. Inhale and exhale. That's three. Engage your abdominals and come back up to your start position and shake it off. Good, good. All right, so let's do some things in standing. If you're unsure of your balance, please use a chair to help you with balance. I'd like to practice tree. Tree is standing on one leg. You can have your foot in a sideways facing position like this at the ankle, at the knee, or up here. Later on, we'll do some interesting binds with the hands behind the back. But right now, I just want you to stand on one leg. If you're having difficulty doing that, there are many reasons for that, maybe a knee or a hip or something. If you bring your feet really close together, you narrow your base of support and it's harder to stand. So you can stand balancing with your feet close together, or you can try putting one foot directly in front of the other, a tandem stance. This narrows your base of support and it's harder to stand like this. So that's another way to challenge yourself. We're going to go with tree, standing on the left foot, spreading the toes so that all toes are on the ground, engaging the abdominals, using the glute. In this case, my left glute is strong, and I'm just going to stand on one leg. Inhale and exhale. My collarbones are long, chest lifts as I inhale and exhale. That's 2. Inhale and exhale. That's 3. Inhale and exhale. Let's try for one more breath. Lift your chest, engage your glutes. Inhale and exhale. Good. Bring your leg down, soften the arms, shake out your standing leg, do a little wiggle. It's very good to be able to stand on one leg. So if you're done the tandem step, switch legs, okay? If you're doing feet together, that's fine, stay with that. We're gonna come up. I'm gonna come to a different posture there. Gonna inhale and exhale. That's 1. For those of you that want a little challenge, again, you can bring inhale and exhale. That's 2. We're going back to that seated stretch we did. Inhale and exhale. That's 3. But for everybody else, we are just standing here. Inhale and exhale. Good. And now go ahead and lower that leg. Shake out your standing leg. Did some good work there. So we'll go back to the chair. And in yoga, we always have a back bend sequence, but we're going to do a back bend sequence sitting on the chair. So I'm sitting on the edge of my chair, and I'm thinking of lifting this light up at my sternum. I want to get it as close as I can to the ceiling without letting my head loll back. So I'm lifting up. I'm using my arms on the chair to help lift, and I'm really making sure my shoulders are away from my ears, lifting my chest up. I'm not really putting weight on my arms, they're just back there for balance. Inhale and exhale. If it bothers you to look up, you can look straight forward. Just lift your chest. Inhale and exhale. That's 2. Belly in. Lift the chest. Inhale and exhale. That's 3. One more. Inhale. Look straight ahead if you need to. And exhale. That's 4. Come up. Bring the chin to the chest. Engage the abdominals to lift yourself back up to a neutral position and do a little wiggle there. And this is the best part of class. I'm going to have you make your way to the floor. And I'd like you to make your way to the floor where you can put your feet on your chair so that you can lie down with your legs supported. So lying down, notice the weight of your pelvis touching the floor. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Notice the weight of your shoulder blades on the floor. Inhale Chest expands. And exhale. The air leaves. Inhale. Notice the weight of your head on the mat. And exhale. Release all tension from your face, your jaw, your shoulders. Inhale. And exhale. And I'm going to have you stay with 3 to 5 more deep breaths, making sure you inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Again, deep breath in and exhale. Two more, inhale and exhale. Inhale, soften all tension, and exhale. Have a wonderful day. I'm sure you're ready to flourish. Thank you for joining me. And Thursday we'll have a little bit faster paced class. And Wednesday, I'm doing a functional strengthening class at 8 o'clock in the morning if you're up for a challenge. So hopefully I'll see some of you there. And if not, I'll see you next week. Be well. I'm answering questions if anybody has questions.